buy-in and everything. We got a good group.
All right, to Mount Zion. Ken, you're with Jay Cutler.
Hey, Jay. Hey, thanks for doing this for us. It's really exciting. You know, even tonight, I've heard a lot about Brandon Marshall and Alshon. But, you know, as I've been a season ticket holder for over 35 years, you know, the last few years, when you hear Edgar Bennett and you have really had a connection. And, you know, how do you think Edgar's going to fit into the offense this year?
It's Connie Kenton. Earl's my guy. He's been playing with Earl since college, and he's kind of our silent assassin. Always getting things done, does the dirty work. Earl's gonna, as long as I'm here, I think Earl's gonna be here. I don't really feel comfortable going on the field and playing without him out there. He's kind of our safety blanket. Earl's gonna have a big year. I think with all the weapons we have, Earl's gonna sneak under the radar and be able to make a lot of plays for us.
Earl had a charity event on Sunday night that I was I felt gratified that he asked me to help him out. And you guys are both fashion. I don't know how I.
He's fashion forward.
I'm kind of
stuck right now.
No, you're not. You dress well. Let's put that. But he shows up at his event now. I didn't know if it was a tux or what. He had a tux coat on, a bright red bow tie, and bright blue white pants. That was Earl. And he said his wife told me it would look good. He looked sharp. Justin, and I want to say, is this Brewster, New York? I never heard of that town, but welcome in. If you're a Bears fan, you're on with Jay Cutler.
It's a little town called Brewster.
Brewster.
Where's that near?
Brewster.
Where's that near?
It's man. It's like an hour and a half north of New York City.
All right.
My question about the past. Who were the quarterbacks you were watching when you were younger, and do you think you resemble any of them now?
You know, I grew up in the Brett Favre, the John Elway, the end of Joe Montana's career. Those were kind of the guys that I watched. I don't know. I don't think I really resemble anybody. I kind of just try to pull from everyone's game and see who's playing well and try to incorporate little things. But watching those guys growing up was always fun.
If there were any of them that you admired, that not publicly, but private conversations, and maybe you've met many of them and talked to them. Anything that they would say that it meant a lot to them about the way I play.
No, actually.
No, nobody. Well, I talked to Ken Stabler at the Super Bowl a couple years ago, and he had a lot of great things to say about you as a competitor. Which often gets lost in the shuffle when a team is.
Phil Simms always. Phil Simms always has nice things to say to me. I think he's always enjoyed my games. Watching me at Vanderbilt, and I always enjoy my talks with him.
Yeah, the big thing too, you want to carve out your own style, your own niche, anyways. The top line quarterback in the National Football League. All right, Buffalo Grove. We go to Larry. Yeah. With Jay. Welcome in.
Hi, guys. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, Jay. Welcome to fatherhood to me. And a question about the shotgun.
Okay.
They didn't use it very much with you, and I think you're at a disadvantage a lot of time on third down and long.
Because he said, this is exactly it. He said, Chicago is a place where receivers go to die.
For you.
No, it's
I
fine.
feel you, Larry. You should be in those games, man. You're running the ball. I couldn't agree more. I could play a whole game with that kind of thing. I enjoy it being back there. I'm comfortable back
Hi,
there.
Jay. So thrilled to talk to you.
Mike Tyson's comfortable in Jeremy Bates comfortably back there. So I think you're going to get your wins, man. It's going to be a little bit more of a shotgun feel to this offense.
In layman's terms, for those of us who didn't get the chance to play or stare down a defense in front of 65,000, 70,000 people, what's the advantage for you?
I can see everything. Before, when the ball is coming my way, I can kind of see what the linebackers are doing, blitzing, and where they're rolling. Just get that extra couple of seconds to evaluate the defense before you really have to make a decision.
You have such an amazing arm. I'd like to see more passing. Do you think we're going to prove Moose Muhammad wrong this year?
And also what you
Absolutely.
You could not do that now. What would Joe Willie do today with the speed and size on defense? From the front four to the back seven. He'd be in trouble. He wouldn't be able to do it.
The game was different. It was so much different. Defense, they didn't see all these coverages. They didn't have to see them.
Only got
So the game
7 more
was changed,
minutes.
but they definitely helped pave the way.
Probably a lot more bumping around though. A lot more man maybe. I don't know. Do you watch a lot of old stuff?
I have before, yeah. they'd see 2, they'd see man, they'd see 3.
Don't.
You know, whenever they started doing, you know, blitzing and dropping guys and stuff like that, that's whenever offenses had to rethink things because, you know, before they just blitz and those 7 or 8 guys were coming, and now they're blitzing and dropping guys on the backside and still staying in coverage. So that's what kind of, I think, revolutionized.
Did Mike want you to watch old
Quiet.
I've watched that. I mean, any coach is gonna want you to watch things that they've been in, things they've been successful in. So, you know, in Denver, I watched some LA stuff. You know, Jeremy had some different stuff we watched, some different quarterbacks. Martz had stuff from the Rams. Tyson now has stuff from the Vikings. So, I think it's important to pull. You just want examples on film. If you put a play in, you want to see it on film be successful, and that's whenever visually everyone kind of clicks and be like, all right, here it is on film. I got it now.
Frankfurt, Ryan, you're on with Jay Cutler. Remaining moments for the Bears quarterback.
Ron, you there, buddy?
Yeah.
What's your question, my man?
Hey, I was just, my daughters are here and they were waiting for you for like an hour. I was just wondering how the new offense, the speed, is really going to help your offensive line, you know, going into the pass mode.
You know, I think speed on offense or defense is an advantage. Everyone's trying to get faster. Everyone's trying to get bigger. That's the name of the game. And we've got some guys that can flat out run. Devin Hester is going to be one of the fastest guys in the league year in, year out. Brandon can still get up and go for a big guy. You know, Forte's got breakaway speed, and Bushy for a big guy, he can move pretty well. So we got some guys that can go, and that's kind of the name of the game that we're trying to get into is get it to those guys and let them work.
All right, thank you, Ron. Let's go to Jeanette. You're on with Jay.
Oh my God.
Hi, Jay. My granddaughter, who's 14, wants to ask you the question.
Hey Jay, I'm so thrilled to talk to you. All right, so
What's your question?
All right, so I'd love to see more passing, but do you think we're going to prove Moose Muhammad wrong this year?
I don't know what Moose said. We don't know what Moose said. I don't know what Moose said, but maybe not. You'd like to see more passing. You know, I think it depends on what the defenses give us. You don't want to get into a pass-heavy offense because then, you know, defense are going to start playing you that way, and they're going to start taking stuff away, and then you force things. So we want to try to be disciplined and run and pass, and whatever the defense gives us, we're going to try to take advantage of.
All right, thanks, Jeanette. Let's go to Kevin in Rock Island. Kevin, and this is a question you're always
It wasn't
getting.
fast enough.
Kevin, what do you got, man?
You have to be fast.
Jay.
Yeah, because they're like, all right, what's your question? Yeah, because there was this big pause. You should have just taken out the speaker and used the regular phone.
You're going to be able to
You can't.
to
It's
the
dead.
line,
No, it's
you know,
not.
make some check downs, some audibles, and you know, try to play
Well, we got on.
what is given you.
At least we got on. We had to talk to him.